Barbecue 2025, the all-day party and rock fest no one wants to miss. Here's another performer you'll see there May 10th. Octane.
Yeah, it is 93.3 WMMR in Philadelphia. Double shot of Philly boys, Octane. Man, great song. Chosen right there. Also heard Gasoline. Of course, they're MMR's Local Shots Artist of the Month for the month of May. But they're going to be hitting the big stage this Saturday, part of the MMR Barbecue. We welcome back to the studio from Octane, Brian Quinn. We got Greg Tripp, and we got Mr. Bobby Perillas Jr. Welcome, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you much.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. Okay, obviously you're hitting the main stage this Saturday. I got some goosebumps on my arms right here as I'm looking at you guys. I would assume you guys too, yeah?
Yep. Yes.
Been a couple years in the making.
I know, man. See, I see you guys have been on my bucket list for an MMRBQ band for years. I kept going to Chuck. I kept going to Bill. I was like, we need to get Octane on the bill. And he's like, I know, we need to get Octane on the bill. And it's great that we finally kind of were able to cross paths and get you guys back to the stage for us.
So stoked to be part of it.
Excited.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome, man. And of course, Local Shots Artist of the Month. Now, for those that are listening right now and out in MMR listener land at the moment, they may be unfamiliar with you guys in Octane. Talk a little bit about the early days of the band. Of course, you guys formed back in the late 90s. How did that all come about, and who were the OGs, and tell me more about the band Octane.
Yeah, we started in Northeast Philly. I had the Somerton section in '99, the spring of '99. Brian Bortnick and myself just got to talking. We wanted to do something a little bit different in the circuit. We wanted to kind of play in the cover circuit a bit, but do heavier music because all the other bands were doing top 40. So our vision was kind of, let's do something different, a little bit heavier, and it worked. And then from Jump Street, we just started doing writing originals right out of that. And once we had what ended up becoming the original lineup all together and solidified, we just started writing right out the gate, and fantastic.
Yeah, very cool.
And here we sit.
Yeah, I mean, the hustle is real with you guys. I mean, back then, Octane built their reputation as one of Philly's most enduring independent rock bands. You self-produced your albums. You built your street teams yourself from the ground up. You shared stages with national acts like Disturbed and Three Doors Down and Kid Rock and Judas Priest. And again, this was sort of, some of these bands were in their infancies as well, like Disturbed and Three Doors Down and stuff like that. And Alice in Chains, of course, as well. You guys have played with them before, yeah?
No.
This is the first time?
Octane has, and I spent last summer on tour with Jerry Cantrell when I was still with Candlebox. But, we haven't performed with Alice in Chains, like, proper under the name. So, yeah, this is a big one for us.
I know, because I actually saw the show last summer in Boston. We were up there called Candlebox with Bush and Jerry Cantrell. And I could see the fire in your eyes being around somebody like Jerry Cantrell. I mean, this was somebody that day in and day out, you guys were on tour together. Yeah. And didn't you guys do some either noodling sessions together, or you guys would kind of trade licks, or kind of, he would come into your dressing room and kind of talk guitar with you?
Yeah. We'd talk shop. He'd pop in. We were always next door to him. And he also had an entire band setup. So they were rehearsing. So I'd hear him rehearsing songs that I hadn't heard out of the Alice in Chains catalog for a long time. Like, oh man, this is pretty cool. So I'd put my phone in the air and get some footage of it. But yeah, he'd come in. He was super cool, super engaging. We had a great time with him, and I'm so excited to see him now with Alice. I've seen them obviously since Lane has passed with Will, but being able to see it from this vantage point is pretty special.
Yeah. Very cool, very cool. And we're super pumped to have you back on the stage, obviously, with the MMRBQ this weekend. What are some of the emotions and feelings you guys have knowing that you're going to be rocking the hell out of Freedom Mortgage Pavilion this Saturday with some of the killer bands? Bobby, what do you have to say?
I mean, I think, Chuck and I have been friends a long time, and we've been talking about this a few times, and we were talking about something else, and I was like, well, I would like to get Octane on it. And he's like, wait a second. You're telling me Octane would be interested in doing an MMRBQ, and this was a couple of years ago, and I was like, yeah, and we've, through support of you guys, the station, and us, and yeah, I mean, I really wanted this to happen, but it was we could have done the opening stage, the first slot and everything like that, but I'm like, for us, we just wanted to have a little bit more time in a little bit better situation, and I'm glad that it was able to be worked out. So it's awesome. We're going to be on the T-shirt. So my whole thing to Chuck was always like, dude, I want to be on the shirt. I want Octane on the shirt.
Are you guys going to have merch there for people to grab T-shirts
and
stuff?
We're going to have our merch, but I'm saying, the concert shirt that comes out that has all of it, I'm definitely getting mine right out of the gate.
Of course, 8 bands in all on the bill this year. Alice in Chains, our headliner. 3 Days Grace. Mammoth WVH with both Adam and Matt Walsh for 3 Days Grace as well. This is going to be their first time playing in Philadelphia.
Excited about that.
Which is super cool. Of course, Mammoth WVH just dropped a new song, The End, which is killer. What else? We got Dorothy on the bill. Of course, the first half of the day is general admission, which is great because all of the fans can come in and get as close to you guys as they want. Front row, down in the pit, first come, first serve. Fat Mez kicking off the day. Return to Dust on the bill. Have you guys seen them yet, by the way?
I've
Have not
heard
seen
it. I
them.
haven't seen
Heard
them.
them.
Flash's Son on drums. They are fantastic.
No
They are
way.
in the Alice in Chains kind of vibe as well. So if you guys are big Alice in Chains fans, highly suggest you go check them as well. We got you guys, of course, in Dead Poets Society. And it's just a stacked and packed bill over the course of the day. And we call it the official kickoff of the summer concert season. And we're obviously doing it in style with the Octane boys in the house.
And then you got the sidearm karaoke.
Yeah, and I hear that you're not going to be doing the double duty. Who's going to be
Chuck
playing
was like,
drums
"Can
for
we
you?
get you a golf cart?" I was like, "Nah, man."
Who's playing drums?
A buddy of mine, Dave Romani. Thank you, my friend, for covering. I appreciate it.
Yeah, live band karaoke on the Preston and Steve side stage, which is always fun. I mean, Sidearm always kills it up
Our
there,
fourth
too.
year, man. We're excited to be back.
Yeah, very cool. So you guys have been rehearsing for some time now, and these rehearsals, they've been some writing sessions for some new tunes. How's the progress on the new tunage coming, and any chance of a possible EP or LP down the line here?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the long play. I think we have enough material. We had some stuff left over on hard drives from 2012 and 2013. So we're revisiting that, kind of retooling and rewriting that. And then Brian Bortnick came in with a few new songs, and I had a few new ideas that I had brought in. Greg and Bobby worked on an idea a couple weeks ago. So we're at no shortage of material. So, yeah, I think we're just going to work it out and try to knock it out for the rest of this month.
Nice.
While we're local shot artists of
And
the
it was
month.
like, that was a scratch at the surface, too. I mean, like, we feel like we've kind of gotten it back in a room. We haven't been in a room together like this for a while, and we approached it a little differently this time, and it was a nice organic way to kind of go about the writing process, which is a little different than how we've done it in the past. And it just allowed us to be really together on all the stuff, even though ideas coming from other guys. The way it kind of ends up is it ends up being an Octane thing, and it's great, which is what led us to what.
Yeah, and Octane's been an entity for over 25 years now, which is crazy to think. And how long since we last got new music from you guys?
Well, we just released.
Yeah, well, Get Up was in December, but that was written in like 2012 or 13. That was
Gotcha.
from those earlier sessions, and we just wanted to put those out. Get Up and Little Sister Heartbreak. They had just been, we had them. We were playing them live for many years, but there was no recorded versions of them out. So they're out now. We put those out in December when we did our last reunion show.
Okay.
Because this was kind of about 15 years in the making. But
Yeah.
as much as it feels like putting on like that old pair of comfortable shoes, it's having new material and working together in a room after having that amount of time away from one another, where everybody gained this amount of experience over those years. When we got back in a room together, it flowed even far better than it did back in the heyday.
Yeah, you guys sold out the Landis Theater in beautiful downtown Vineland. What was that, last year, right? December?
That was
Or 2 years ago now.
23, right? Yep.
Very cool. So let's play a new song here. The song is called Ashes. What can you tell us about the song?
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
A ton of work.
It was a lot of work. We got there, though. We went through a lot of mixes. We just wanted it to be, we wanted it to be as perfect as possible, with it being the first music that anyone's heard from us in a long time. And it was kind of a personal thing for me, just the first thing anyone would hear from me since I departed from Candlebox. So, we really spent our time with this song. It was an idea I had. The riffs were something I had brought in to the guys, and Brian did an arrangement on it, and then we all kind of retooled it and worked it. We did what we do as Octane to it, and I
think what was awesome about this song is that when we were in this writing session and we were working on this new material, we had about 3 songs that we thought were really strong, but the other songs that we had were a little bit more melodic and mid-tempo-y kind of feel, not a lot of drive, like just really songwriter-y type songs. This song has a little bit more drive, so we were just kind of like, as that first song out of the gate, having that drive and making that statement, you know what I mean? So hopefully you guys dig it.
All right, so the song is called Ashes. I purposely did not listen to this yet, so I'm hearing this for the first time with everybody else that's listening on the radio right now. We have Octane in studio, and MMR's Local Shots Artist of the Month for the month of May, and hitting the big stage, part of the MM Barbecue this Saturday over at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. This is brand new, the world premiere from Octane. Song's called Ashes. Here on MMR. Turn this up.
violence, standing in between. Fires raging in numb, drinking kerosene. Blinded by the darkness, legs distances. Hang beneath the surface, set this monster and now we'll watch it all burn down. The walls you built for pain and guilt to keep me out. The ashes fall, beautiful sound. Ashes fall. Sounding breaks the silence. Rain is deafening. Anger raging in numb, drenched in kerosene. Rushing through the surface. This monster is free. And now we'll watch it all burn down. The walls you built for pain and guilt to keep me out. The ashes fall. Beautiful sound. Ashes Now we'll watch it all burn down. The walls you built for pain and guilt to keep me out. The ashes fall, flames burn out. Let them it all burn down. The walls you built for pain and guilt to keep me out. The ashes
Oh, yeah.
Fellas, that is straight fire right there, man. That is Octane. Again, MMR New Music, songs called Ashes, man. The world premiere right here on MMR. And I would have to think we will hear and see that live on Saturday, yeah?
We are trying to get it down.
Very cool, man. So now that you heard it over the speakers, I mean, I'm sure you've heard it a million times at this point, but I see you guys kind of dancing around the studio, taking some videos. I can tell you're pumped about this song, yeah? Very.
It's like you always wonder how is it going to translate to radio? Like, is it going to, did we get this? Did we get that? Did we miss that? Oh, it sounded fat in here. I don't know. It sounded pretty ridiculous to me.
Well, I got a capital F, yeah, all spelled out on the texter here. They're digging it. Another one here. Kristen, loving Octane. Shane Wall says, I remember seeing Octane playing the Pennant. That place still open? That place closed, didn't it?
Oh, boy.
God, but man, we love
We
that
got
place.
plenty of stories
It's
about
like
that.
a storage facility now.
Like in Poltergeist. It's
The ground's still glowing when you drive by. It's like,
Bobby got Steph in Magnolia, New Jersey checking in. Octane, she's loving it. Ray in not Wallingford checking in as well. He says, what a great song. The Octane guys are awesome. Excited to see you guys on one of the biggest stages in the area, as am I. But you guys, I mean, you guys are antsy. You can't sit still. I know, I've known you guys for a lot of years. Even when you're not gigging, you're home practicing and noodling and doing your thing. Of course, you guys each have kind of your side gigs going on as well. Quinny, you're at Ridley Park. You're over at Dolan's, you know, my bar every first Thursday of the month.
Yep.
You're also at the Ribby, the Bridgeport Rib.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like getting right out of bed late for work, yet your hair looks immaculate. No blow dryer, no comb, no sculpting gel, just a flawless look. As if you walked out of your house and straight onto the cover of a men's fashion magazine.
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, have you done something new with your hair? It looks amazing.
They don't have the slightest clue you were half asleep, drooling on your pillow not 10 minutes ago. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Modern country.
Yeah.
And we do top 40 modern country, and I play with Sammy, Brian's son.
It is crazy. I've seen Sammy perform a couple times, with Dad, and he's great on guitar. He's got quite the pipes as well. And Y'all or Nothing are going to be at Shady Brook Farms in Yardley coming up on Friday, right?
Yes, Friday.
Excellent.
We'll be there before the MMR.
Nice. So all of you guys are online places. Throw your Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff out there so people can find you.
I'm at BrianQuinnGuitar.com. All my socials are on there.
Okay.
Find it at the website.
Sweet, Bobby.
Yeah, on Facebook, it's Bobby Perales. And on Instagram, it's I41 Drums. I41 Drums.
Trippy?
I guess my email. Well, I'll give my email out of here. No, my website, of course, is gregtripp.com. 2 G's and 2 P's. And of course, I'm on Facebook.
Yep.
And
Very cool. So, what does the immediate future hold for Octane? Besides the MMR barbecue this weekend, what else is on the horizon for you guys? Trying to get these songs done and hopefully the album and all that.
We're kind of feeling hot on the music that we're writing, so hopefully we're going to get back into the studio, work through the rest of the month. Guys, we all have, summer starts kicking in, and Brian has things going on. I have things. All the guys have things going on, so hopefully we can get a little bit more accomplished before summer kicks in, some new music, and keep moving forward on this potential EP.
And hopefully some more live shows coming up.
Oh, definitely going to try to do another show or two, yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're all very, very excited to have Octane as part of the MMR barbecue lineup this year. Of course, we're super stoked to have you for MMR's Local Shots Artist of the Month. So we're going to be featuring you, including tomorrow, every Wednesday over the course of the month. So we're definitely going to be playing Ashes again for those of you that missed it. We might have to spike it in a couple other spots other than Wednesday as well. Just saying, including our first spin, which is tomorrow, which means we do get to hear a whole lot of Octane this month, which I'm super stoked about. We found you on socials. Do you know what time you guys are set to hit the stage on Saturday yet?
3 o'clock. Yeah,
Okay.
3.
So get in early. Again, you guys are part of the general admission portion of the day. All you need is a ticket to get into the building over there at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion this Saturday, part of the MM barbecue, to see Octane again from the pit.
Thank you guys so much, man. I mean, you guys have basically been with the band, this station since the beginning.
Yeah.
I know the birthday and all that stuff to the station. But thank you guys so much, always for continued support. Always being in our corner and always digging the music, man. We appreciate it.
We appreciate that very much. Thank you, Bobby. And, of course, WMMR.com has all the details for this weekend's official kickoff of the summer concert season. Ladies and gentlemen, the fellows from Octane, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you,
brother.
everyone.
Go Birds.
Go Birds! All right, what's that? You say go Phillies. It's all good. All right, it is 93.3 WMMR in Philadelphia. Get more after this.